This time I decided to do something differently. Hi guys, in today's video I will share my planning process for April. You can follow along or you can get just some inspiration from this video. This time I decided to do something differently and I will do my planning in Notion comparing to this usual notebook. I do feel like I would like to take my planning, monthly planning and weekly planning with me on my laptop or mobile phone because I usually carry my mobile phone with me. So these days we could do so many things on our smartphone. So I made a template in Notion and we will see how it works this month. I will link it in the description below and you can either use the template or you can just do it in a notebook as we have done previously. Just choose whatever is best for you. I'm planning for April and the first thing I do is I look back at my March and think, what were the highlights? Did I learn something? How did it go? Did I do everything I wanted? Maybe I did something differently, and why, and how do I feel about it? I do have a few highlights that happened in March, but in general the month was very hard and heartbreaking because of all the situation happening in the world. And I'm glad that I kept going with some things and put on hold the other ones. We had some big things coming up in March, like our family visit. It was a very lovely time with them, finally visiting us. Actually, it was the first time they visited us since we moved to Bristol. We also managed to restart our swimming classes with my daughter after a long break. Looking back at my March planning, I'm glad I managed to film and release one video per week. I didn't do short videos as I planned. They were more entertaining and a bit fun, so I didn't feel like posting them. I also did a few planned things from my home redecoration. And the happiest place is declutter and some organization in under-sink storage. I didn't feel too inspired to work on some creative things like creating a better frame here, but I hope to do it later this year. The next one is what did I learn? March was all about the social media, particularly about Instagram and YouTube. I did learn a lot about the social media and I will keep learning this month as well. And I spent less time on video related aspects, although I have a number of things I would like to learn to become better at creating videos. So I just put them aside and will reference them when I have some time. The next one is what would I like to live in March? And here it's all about worries and stress. I hope that the peaceful sky is somewhere very close to us. Here I also try to think what will help me to do so. And some things like better sleep, focusing on family, focusing on creative things, like focusing on something that matters to me will help a lot. Next I think about things I would like to take with me into April and next month, and it's all about long walks, sunny days outside and even rainy days outside. That's something that we did a lot in March. In general, looking back at March, I'm thinking that it could go better, but it could also go worse. It wasn't an average month at all. Now let's go to April. By the way, how do you find this old Notion setup? Let me know, do you like it digital or do you like it paper? Let me know in comments down below. Go digital or warm paper, and we'll see, do you prefer the Notion setup or do you prefer the traditional notebook? Okay, in April I have a long-awaited trip to Cornwall with my friends. We were planning it for quite a while, so I really look forward to it. In addition, I need to take care of our trip in June, actually with everything, starting with accommodation and tickets and so on. I don't know, in general I do like planning my trips, but I usually do it in the very end, so I have very limited availability of places and so on. So this time I will try to do it a bit earlier and hopefully will enjoy the process as well. And similar to March, I would like to post one long video and one short video per week. And I'm sure about the long one, but I'm not entirely sure about the second one. We'll see how it goes. In April, I would like to continue tracking my reading habit. I was very good with intention to read every day before bed, but in most cases I was falling asleep before I actually reached the 10th page of the day. So I didn't really read as much as I wanted to. But there were days when I could read during the day and it was absolutely fine with me. Something that didn't work for me in March and I would like to implement it this time is working on my posture. Last month I wanted to work on it in the evening before going to bed, but most of the times I was remembering about it when I was already in bed. So I guess this month I will do it differently. I will wake up so that I could do my posture exercise before breakfast. Ideally I would like to know and plan exact time for my habit, like not the time, but something after something. So for example, posture exercise after brushing my teeth, but my mornings are really unpredictable, so I can just guess and estimate. For those situations, I will have a plan B, and I will do it before evening routine. So I hope the chances are good with 2 attempts per day. For both sections, track an existing habit and implementing a new one, I have a habit tracker. It might help to track the habit every day. For posture though, I will create a physical tracker and put it in a visible space. Last month we discussed a sprint. It's a short but concentrated work on one of the aspects of our life or a goal or something like that. And last time it was about redecorating home, so this time it will be more of a professional thing. It will be learning about social media. In March I started a new course about social media and I actually fell behind. So in April I would like to dedicate a special time for this course and cover the modules that I missed last month and take most out of this course. So here we go. My goal for this sprint is to complete 6 modules of the course and implement at least one thing per module into my life. This is quite an ambitious goal, but it will be also very concentrated. Something that helps me with setting goals is to actually write a draft of the goal and leave it aside for maybe a day or 2 and come back later on to maybe clarify it, to add some details and refactor it in general so that it's more clear and actionable. And my favorite one, I identify my why. So for the sprint I got 6 modules to cover in April, hence 2 modules per week. My weeks here will be very similar, and I will follow the same pattern for all 3 of them. And remember that the last week of the month will be about getting some time to rest, getting time to reflect and plan for the next month. I feel like the greatest benefit of planning in Notion is that I can take this planning with me all the time on my mobile phone. I add this page to favorites and I can access it from my mobile phone with just one click. Thank you guys for joining into this video. I hope you find it insightful or just had a good time, and I will see you in the next one.